Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Software Inc. Where last episode, guys, we literally created so many more teams to help us out in creating our software. It's gone actually really well. But I saw it by names right now. We got a second support team, a second design team, core and art team, which they technically come and do the night shift, which works out better than I was expecting in many ways. Now, this is allowing us to kind of complete software so much quicker. Granted, I have to fully train them up, and obviously I have to go through the period of them being pretty slow. But it's worked out really well. We managed to create our brand new operating system. We managed to get a bunch of tasks completed last episode, and I couldn't be any happier. Now, right now, we are selling the Falls OS free. We are actually kind of limiting the amount of units we can sell because I'm only printing like X amount. I think it's like 100,000. We can definitely sell a lot more than that. But we're also getting our design team right now to work on some CAD software, because I found out CAD software is, I would say, almost the second most profitable piece of software that you can create. Now, in last episode, I wanted to create some mobile software, but it turns out we're going to need to create hardware for it, which means I'm going to need a hardware lab. So today, that's what we're going to build. We're going to try and build a hardware lab, guys. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I also don't know where I'm going to build it. So this will be fairly interesting. So let's go into build mode. And let's go to buy some plots. Now, you can't buy plots where there's buildings on. This feels a little bit out there. I feel like I want it here, which would mean I need to readjust the car park situation. Now, I could build a multi-story here, but looking at the amount of cars there, it would just fill up here. So I might adjust this bit then. So if I go to roads, and if I go to get rid of the roads, and get rid of all of them, we'll build our hardware lab here. So the vehicles now disappear. There should be plenty of spaces there. Worst case scenario, we'll build a multi-story here. Actually, no. I'll buy this plot of land as well and throw some car parking spaces in there. So there you go. There's the extension of parking spaces. So I want to build a hardware lab. I, be honest with you, don't really remember how I've got to build it. It's been a long time since I built a hardware lab. Let me scrap that off there. I will get some parking spaces in though, because that will be for deliveries when they pick up the hardware, like how we do the printing section over there. So if I put these here, that will do me just fine. And then we can actually select these parking spots and designate them to deliveries only. There we go. So, construction. I'm going to do a building like this so I can build a path around it to eliminate the amount of dirt people destroy when they're walking on it. So to there, bring you down to here. And then this one is a little bit more difficult, but it should be okay. Right, nice. Nice. Now, when it comes to setting up a hardware place, again, like I said before, I've got to figure out ultimately how to do it, because I feel like I've forgotten. It's been a while since I last created one, and it's all to do with like a bunch of component stuff that you've got to build, and it does become quite confusing in many ways. So if I was to go into build mode, and if I was to create some software, and let's say I wanted to create operating system, but I wanted to create it for a mobile phone, and then you have to see the manufacturing side of things. So you can see that to create, can I make this bigger, wider? I don't think I can. How do I view this in a better way or fashion? There we go. So to create, oh, what happened there? So to create a motherboard, you need a screen and a controller. And to create a case, you need plastic. But that's if I wanted everything here. Like if you add more stuff to it, like let's say I added everything to this. I don't know if it adds anything additional into it, but I think this is just the bare minimum required to create mobile software. There you go. So to create the motherboard, you need a vibration, you need a controller, you need a screen, but before the screen, you need a touch sensor to go into it, and it shows you how many printers you need for each one. Now, for the case, you need a fingerprint scanner and plastic to go into a case to then bring that all into the final assembly. It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot that you've got to figure out. So we're going to have to do this step by step in many ways. So building, we have component assembler, component printer, and then we have component recycler. And then obviously we'll then send everything to the delivery section, right? So let's say I put you here, and then we get another one that then goes this side. Because I don't know how much we're going to be printing, but we're going to build it like that. Now, if I start over here and I do a component printer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin it right round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no matter what happens, I've got 10 component stuffs going on here. Now, if you select all of these, I can then determine or set the output to what they are pretty much going to be. So if I chose I want to do a phone operating system, this is what you're going to need. So I could set this to, for example, this could be my, if I build it like this, so this could be my vibration, is what I'll sell it to. Then if I select, actually, if I grab all of this, it'll be easy to copy and paste it. So if I duplicate you, put you there, but then we'll select these. Output will be touch sensor, and then these output would be controller. But the touch sensor needs to go in to a screen thing, so then it would be a component assembler. Now, a component assembler would do the screen. So from this, I now have to utilize a conveyor splitter like that to go into a bunch of these. But the question is, when you're creating a phone operating system and you select everything, I'm not sure there's a way in which you can kind of select all. But if I do it all, it tells you how many you're going to need. Super optimization. Yeah, we'll throw it in just so we can see the manufacturing process. So it would say that you'll need, like, you only need 2 of them. I've got 10, but you'd rather be slightly overkill, right? I need 4 assemblers, and then 4 motherboard assemblers, and then 8 final assemblers, and then 2 of them. Crazy, isn't it? It's crazy what we've now got to do. So if I just get rid of you, because I've now got to figure out a system that will allow me to pretty much create like a spider's web of these assemblers. Because you want to split the conveyors as much as possible. So if I went... So this is where it gets really difficult. So I reckon this we put over on this side. So if I move you, how do I move you? There you go, move you. Put you there. Okay, for just a minute. So then that would split this way. That would split this way. So again, bear with me a second. Right, delete you. So you just I gotta figure out the space that's required. There's probably a much more efficient way to do this, but this is just me figuring it out for the first time. So maybe not go all the way with 2, because I can kind of save a square tile going backwards. And then component assemblers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Again, that's more than the 4 I need. That is way more than the 4 I need. And then what we've got to do is bring them to here. So we'd have to go you to there. Actually, because we got to combine them all to these as well. So that makes that, goes into there. We're going to bring these down into then a bunch of other final assemblers. But now I can move this up. So this is way more complicated than anything we've done so far. Ridiculous, right? So these... So if I only need 4, I could actually scrap these ones. And that will save me a bit of room. Right, delete you. And then you would go this way. You would go this way. You're that way. You're that way. So they all filter in to them 4 there. So if I select all of these set the output. From the touch sensors will produce the screens. Sounds simple, right? Now these should have an output. Let me just double check. To touch sensors. And then these, so they produce, let me go back to it again, sorry. So they produce the screens, these over here produce the vibration, these here produce the controllers. So them 3 now need to go into about 8 motherboard assemblers. Now that's gonna be crazy. So what I could do is I can make this go up, this go to about there, to then bring this down, meaning this to there, up to there, and in. So they all filter into this line coming down, which we then are going to have to then split it. So if I bring that there, okay, and then we have to create the splitter now. So you will go here, or do I bring it further down? Let's bring it further down. So you're to there, which will make you go here. All right, get rid of you. So that's split into 3. And then we can replicate this. Here. Right, once I've got this sorted out there, we can sort out then the better positioning for it. So that's 3, 6. And if I make that turn, like that, and then I should be able to select them, duplicate there. So that's 3, 6, 9. So then if I get the component assemblers, I'm hoping I'm doing this right, by the way. Right, 1 too many there, delete you. And then, so I like the idea of being able to see them all stick out. Because this is not even all of the system that I've got to create. So if I then grab all of this and then reposition it For example, here. And then drag you up. And delete. I've got to bring this line into there. So if I then get rid of, say, all of that. To be honest with you, what I could also do is rotate these to there, delete you, and then reposition these about here. Reposition them about there. Right, again, bear with me still, bear with me. Now, I like how this has been like this, but you won't save much space of that, because I've set this up a little bit differently now. But I don't mind that. I don't mind it. It just means that this is going to have to be a little bit closer than you would want. I've got to then... Oh, this is a little bit annoying now, isn't it? It's that extra space that's required. Right, we're going to redo this whole section. We'll do this whole section here. Get rid of you. And then move you to just there. Okay? So, from this, I need to sort out some printers. So I'm trying to think of the best way to go about doing it. So component assemblers again. Because I'll definitely be able to get 1, 2, 3 like that. Providing that we split that way. So no matter what happens, you're this way. There. So that's your 3. And the room for the 4th one goes there. Bam. Bam. And then you put that split just here. And then delete you. And if I push all this back by 1, you then get your run up this way. Oh, there you go. That is so complex, isn't it? It's so complex. So a component assembler goes there. Then these 4 component assemblers are for the screen. So that sorts that out. These component assemblers now, these set the output will be the motherboard, which then sorts all that out. But then they've got to go to their next section. So they become the motherboard, right? Which then go to the final assembler. But you need plastics and fingerprint scanners coming in. It's crazy, isn't it, what you need to do? So we'll have to create the plastics and that stuff just here. So component printers. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll run that down to there. Run that down to there. And we'll bring that to about just here. So let me just finish this off here, by the way. So that goes that way. And I've just got to change these little corner pieces up that I just messed up. You go that way, that way, that way. Right, that now all filters in. So that's not accessible because we got to do the stairs, but I can elevate some stuff as well to make stuff accessible. So that's not a problem. Once I've got my basic layout up and running, we're all good. So these here need to set the output as plastic. These here need to set the output as fingerprint scanner. And then I need to make them run through a component assembler. To which I would do one, two, three. And then that would be like this, wouldn't it? So delete you. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then these three here, output is a case. And this is where the real fun now begins. So this is where we now got to do some more splitting. So I think first things first. That splits in that direction. To go this way. So another component assembler. Bam. Bam. I'm running out of space now, aren't I? So how many did I need for the final component assemblers? So back to this again, where I've now got to select everything. Maybe I could have done this on multiple floors, would have been a better option. But I'm just going maxed out here to see what I can do. So manufacturing. So, motherboard, we needed 8, we've got 9. Oh, screen assemblers, we needed 8. Vibration printers, we needed 10. Right, we might need to build this on multiple floors, boys. We might need to build this on multiple floors. Final assembler 16. We 100% now need to build this on multiple floors. But at least we know the basic setup. Right, at least we know what we've basically got to do. So we're going to grab this here. And we're going to move this. And we're going to go upstairs. Okay. I'm going to grab all this here. And we're going to delete it. So upstairs right now, back to furnishing and printing, or what was it? It's called distribution. We've got here a fair amount. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate these and do 2 sets. It's better to be safe than sorry. So that will go to there. That will go to there. That will go to there. Where we're going to use this now to create multiple component printers. So I'm wondering what the best option would be. I'm going to move it to there. So the best option will obviously be maybe staggering these. So if that was going to go there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could either do it like that, or again, delete, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That becomes 10. That becomes 10. Alright, bam, 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 bam. And then the splitter would have to be like this. So you're only really utilizing it for like one side. So select all these. Now I'm going completely overkill because then it doesn't really matter what happens. So that is touch sensor to screen. Right? Is that what that one was? Yes. So completely overkill, but will be necessary. So move this. Select it all, move it over. Right into the edge, into the corner. Right, perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, now we're moving on to the next one. Now, I might just replicate this again. Right, I gotta stop moving. Right, duplicate you. And go right here. Now, for that, or for these, it's a little bit different now. You've got to set the output. I've done the touchscreen to sensors, right? Now we're doing vibration and controllers into motherboards. Or I could utilize that one to be plastics and fingerprint scanners into cases. So I can choose cases there, which means all of these here would set the output to plastic, and these would set the output to fingerprint scanners. There you go. So in the chain of command, we're doing the touchscreen to screen, and we're doing the plastic and fingerprint scanner to case. So on the floor above this, we're going to do controllers and vibration, and then we're going to funnel them down in this middle section, down to this floor, to then finally set that up for the motherboard construction. I mean, to be honest with you, you could also do it down here. But I'm going to need 16 component assemblers. So if I was to set this up like this, so say I did it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I can do 12, 13, 14. See, it doesn't really work like that. So what I do is grab these. So, because I know that's 10. I duplicate these. And then I go, that's 10. That's 20. You see? And then all I do then... Is that elevated? Oh, I'm creating elevated ones. And then you just put a splitter here. There you go. And then all of this becomes the motherboard output. So all I've got to do now is bring the case output down to... Not the motherboard output, sorry. No, it does become motherboard output. Oh no, they're going to be my final assemblers. So they're my final assemblers. So I need to set output final assemblers. Now, if I clone them... If I clone all of it, actually, but spin it round, these here will become my motherboard output. So I've got to bring these two and what I create up above down to here. Holy smokes, is this complex? I'm probably going way overboard here. Does that... Oh no, that's the wrong one to go through the wall. Which is the one that goes through the wall? Box elevator. Alright, I'm going to build another wall. Well, upper floor. Or because I've chose to go overkill. Could have kept it simple, Saniac, but no. He chose to go overkill. And that goes there. That goes there. You see how this is now working? So, up. And then this would go into there. That would go into there. But then you need the other two setups above. Now, the setups above are just pure printers. You haven't got to do any... I'd about to say you haven't got to do any component stuff, but you do. Oh, snap, you do. Right, hold on. So, that side there is these two, goes into there. What I do upstairs is them two that goes into there, which that is here. I need to bypass this setup here to come down and around to attach to there. Ah, right. I see where I'm now going wrong. So if I delete you, drag and drop these, move them to there, move you to there. Right, delete that quickly. So that goes that way, and then you go this way. So they don't connect and touch, which is perfect. It's stressful, isn't it? Very stressful. So there. Right. So that is now going down there. And into there, but we're still missing the final bit for them. So again, that. So what we produce here. So here we're producing plastic, there we're producing fingerprint scanners, which go and produce cases here, come down there, down and connect to there, because it's got to go through the final assemblers here. Now this, we have the touch sensors here that go through the screen assemblers here, that then go round, down, and then go through all of the motherboard assemblers, and the motherboard then goes to the final assembly over here, which goes in with the cases. But this motherboard assembler also needs controllers and vibration coming in, which is what we're setting up on this floor up here. Now, the great thing for us is there's no additional assembler required, so I can duplicate you and go up and spin you to there and you to there and select all of this to be vibration. Select all of this to be controller, and then all I've got to do is bring them in to there. So that sorts that out, and then this final assembler, I need to put a recycler after. So you should put a recycler after this point to avoid components piling up. Okay. Now this is where I get a bit confused. So a recycler recycles components from unfinished assembly that passes through for later use. Should be placed after the final component assembler. And then I'm assuming I just then split again for delivery. But of course, I don't have enough space for delivery. So I've kind of misjudged that bit. But we're all good to go. We are all technically good to go. I can maybe move this down a floor again and then bring it back up. But that's a headache for another day. That really is a headache for another day. Now, I've got to sort out all of the fire safety related stuff. Okay. We need a sprinkler. And that's all I need in terms of the safety aspect. And then we need to do staircases so they can get in and out. So stairwells. Alright, face that way. And then room not accessible from the outside. Please continue using doors and elevators. That is true. We are not connected. So staff can't reach them. Oh, staff can't reach them. That's also another good point. So the way I've set it up is staff can't reach it because it's not accessible. So the other issue with that is if it breaks down, it can't be maintained or fixed. Now, we can include conveyor ramps so they're able to access these areas. So I don't know whether you can replace with a ramp. You can, but it's the wrong way round. Now I'm just testing it. To see if this is plausible. Oh, damn it. Because then you have the ceiling mounted one.
But that doesn't do what I thought it was going to do. We've given them the ability to be accessible. Unless it's this. So if I go back to build, I was hoping they could walk under there and then go that way. Oh no, it does work. Okay, so at least we now know what we've got to do to make them have the ability to access all those printers. Okay, it's not an important thing I got to do right now. Okay, it's not an important thing I got to do right now. I will add some windows to the room so we can actually see what's going on in there. There we go. Bit of funsies. Oh, that's how we're going to do it. There we go. We can now see pretty much in the daytime. So I'm well aware the fact that I need to give them accessible areas, but is it just that one? It's these as well, but at least we know what we can do, which is a fairly simple and easy kind of setup in reality. So obviously then, it ain't going to be useful until until I do something about it, like create the software. So if I was to create software, let's just say for the 10th gazillionth time right now, let me just select everything. That's console, I need phone. I want to know if we've got adequate amount of assemblers and printers and all that kind of jazz for something like this. So if I look at manufacturing, the answer's no. It depends on what you're now asking for. But I've got enough touch sensor printers. I mean, it's not a case of I ain't got enough, can't do it. I can still do it. You just can't make as much as you would want to make. You know, it's like the printing. You want to print 100,000 and you only got enough capacity to do 50,000 a day. You can't do it. It's just mainly that. But it ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's still, manageable. It basically shows us the time it's going to take to get stuff done. If I did maximum, or if I did the amount of, say I wanted 10,000. I'm not sure that's how it kind of works. I think so, yeah. Because I've got 20 vibration. No, I've got 20 assemblers there. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. I think we'll be okay. I've just got to sort out all the ability for them to get to it. Now, it does mean, with an extra door, I do need an extra security guard now. So manage the staff. Let me do it by security. So at 0, higher security. Where are you? There you are. At 08, higher security. And at 16, higher security. Nice. Extra security guards, boys. Extra security guards. Now let's sort this out then. So go to there and delete you. Go to there and delete you. Oh, missed a few. And then here. All the way to there. And can I just clone this big chunk? Make my life very, very easy. Makes my life very easy. Apart from this bit. So delete you. I don't think this is now going to work. Well, that works. Oh no, it does work. I think it's just a case of just getting them connected. Right. Is it now all accessible? Oh, I missed this bit out. Oh, what a noob. What a noob. Oh, I'm trying to grab them all in one big swoop. Alright, delete you. There we go! Right, no issues. Maintenance can reach everything. I'm hoping that's going to work out. So, looks like we're creating a phone operating system next episode, aren't we, boys? Yikes! Okay. So not much progress has been done today, and we've only really had literally 1 month of selling our operating system. Now that's technically our second month of selling our operating system, where we found out we do not have enough copies, but now we've got some more in stock. Details. That will soon die out anyway, but it's already a hit piece of software that I really do need an accounting team, because the amount of tax I'm now going to have to pay on this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So an accounting team would be great, which I'm probably going to get sorted next episode. But we are waiting for all this to be done for the CAD software. Now, is it worth me educating a few fools? The design team education would be great. Let me see what the design team would require for education. I can't see it. I can just about see it. So network is a big one. Network, system, and 3D. 3D, network. Throw in some network, boys. The design team 2. Educate these fools. So we go system. So for these, it's system, network, 2. It's a little bit of everything. Okay, we'll just focus on what we can, and audio as well. Let's not forget audio. So we'll just do the design team for now, because they're the ones that are trying to blitz through the backlog that we've currently got going on. Now, are we still struggling to sell copies? In terms of, are we not? Yeah, we do not have enough copies, do we? But sometimes that does create demand. Not quite sure if it works. Cancel their... Well, I feel like a lot of people are cancelling their distribution deal with me. We've got 32 on there. Should I reduce the cut? How much am I getting from the cut anyway? Distribution. 6.4 million. It's paying for my physical store cuts. That's solely coming from the Fools OS 3. Mainly that's where it's coming from. So I feel like we made a bit more progress now. We've educated them fools. And do we sell out next month as well? Yes! We keep selling out every month now, boys. More companies cancelling their digital distribution deal with me. Right, who's in this time round? It's the day team coming in now. So they'll get a nice big chunk of it done. Now our support team, our core team's got nothing to do. So it might be good enough for them to update the operating system. And that'll give them something to do in the background. So 6 teams. I'll get the art team off it. They don't need to work on that. Core and support. Let's get that done, boys. So that'll give all them something to do in the background. While we're waiting for that design team to put some dents into our CAD folio. But yeah, next episode, we're going to create some phone software and hopefully we can utilize the big the big hardware factory that I've now got set up. Oh, did I not do the path around the border of there? I don't think I did. Right, everyone keeps cancelling their deals with me. I'm down to 25. But I still somehow have the big market share. But that's probably predominantly got to be down to me. As in, I got the market share because it's my software on the market, which takes up the majority of the share. So I understand. I will lower it at some point, but that point is not right now. Okay. Whoa! We've been nominated for 3 out of 4 categories. Best employer. Ah, we're second. We're second, boys. All right, what's next? Best product. Yay! Forza S3. Best designer. Oh, second. I'll take it. It's Martha Cooper. I'll take it. I'll take it, boys. I still got to put those awards in the rooms. We'll kind of slowly distribute them. Now we're starting to win awards again. We'll slowly distribute them throughout. Right. Another new month. We're still selling out copies. I could, again, like I said, increase the amount that I'm producing. But I'm not going to. Right. Day team now coming in. Make some dents into this update for Forza S3. Having their lunch on multiple floors. All the marketing's been done. Support's ticking through. The night teams will now arrive. But it's that vacation time though. So there's less people in the office now. And all the other employees are going on vacation as well. I still can't believe, right, that we're still selling out. It's crazy, isn't it? Minimal refunds, which is great. But we're only going to have to... Well, you know what? We'll change it. I will up it now. So, limit to... No, it's the wrong one. Maximum. 200,000 units. We won't sell 200,000 units. And I feel like we've already printed them all already. So you'll see them print on the next month. There they go. Wasn't really much they needed to collect. But yeah. Didn't really need to print that much anyway. Right. So we should be able to get this update for Forza OS done right now. Which will obviously increase the sales. A few more bugs. Can we get them done, boys? Bam. So 67 million we made on Forza S3 last month. What does this next month bring now we just dropped a big boy update? Fixed all the bugs. It's going to be glorious. Glorious. Right, here we go. Next month about to end. Bam! 88 million. They're still cancelling their deals with me. What have I done? And who are they going with? I only got 14 on the table, but still those 14 give me the biggest market share. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, so we're going to have to pay tax. An extreme amount of tax, which I'm terrified about. 12% tax, 76 million. Okay, that's ridiculous. Right, next episode, not only are we setting our accounting team up, but we're going to be creating our very own phone software and utilizing our hardware factory. Yes. Oh, wait, no way. We're selling over 200,000 copies now. Look at 93 million in sales. Right, it's getting out of hand. Fool's OS 3 is getting out of hand. The most profitable software ever, Fool's OS 3. Oh, it's got a long way to go to beat Fool's OS 2. That was nearly 3 billion. Holy cow, that was nearly 3 billion. This will go on for a long time as well, might I add. I just got to create some good stuff for it. If I can replicate the Fool's OS on mobile, I'd be borderline printing money at that point. I really would. I will be printing money. Right, a lot of employees that we now need to educate, which will be a huge help with us trying to increase their skill level to get stuff like the designing done pretty quick. But I don't think we'll get this finished today. I don't even think we'll get it finished this month, if I'm being completely honest with you. But they're blitzing. They're trying their hardest to blitz through it. But we're so close to getting that CAD software up and running. Boys, we're going to end it here. Next episode is going to be a very interesting one. If you're excited for it, if you're hyped, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here. And until next time, boys, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.